Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the 6 most expensive, valuable, and ultra-rare United States commemorative Washington $quarter coins. From their rich history to their unique designs and the incredible prices they can fetch, we'll uncover what makes these quarters so special and why collectors are eager to own them. First up, we're exploring the most rare and valuable, the 2016 Harper's Ferry National Historical Park quarter with the Denver D Mint mark stands out as one of the most fascinating modern commemorative issues in the America the Beautiful ATB quarter series. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin has gained significant interest among collectors for its symbolic design, cultural relevance, and in some cases, its rarity in top condition or as an error variety. While most circulated examples remain common, the most exceptional pieces, especially in pristine mint state or with recognized errors, carry notable value on today's numismatic market. Its appeal lies not only in its role within the ATB program, but also in the history it commemorates, connecting coinage to a pivotal site in American history. The coin was issued in 2016 as the third release of that year in the ATB series, which began in 2010 to celebrate national parks and historic sites across all states and territories. Harper's Ferry, located in West Virginia, is most famously tied to John Brown's 1859 raid, a dramatic event that contributed to the tensions leading up to the Civil War. By honoring Harper's Ferry National Historical Park, the U.S. Mint embedded a powerful narrative into the quarter, making it a tangible reminder of one of the most defining moments in American history. The Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins, but only a small percentage survive today in gem condition or as rare varieties that command premium interest. On the obverse, the coin carries the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and slightly modified over the decades to suit modern minting standards. The reverse design, created by Thomas Hipschun, depicts the John Brown Fort, the small firehouse structure where Brown and his men made their last stand. The fort is framed by the inscriptions Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, and E Pluribus Unum, with the year 2016 at the bottom. The combination of sharp architectural detail and historic symbolism gives the quarter a distinctive look among the ATB series. The coin is struck in standard copper-nickel clad composition, with a diameter of 24.26 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams, consistent with other modern quarters. Despite its high overall mintage, true rarity in the 2016 D. Harper's Ferry quarter emerges in condition and error types. Collectors particularly value coins graded MS67 or higher, as these represent only a tiny fraction of surviving pieces. Errors such as off-center strikes, double die obverse or reverse varieties, and misaligned dies have also been documented and can fetch significantly higher premiums. Circulated examples are easy to obtain, but high-grade uncirculated specimens or certified error coins are considerably harder to find, driving their desirability among advanced collectors. Market values for the 2016 D. Harper's Ferry quarter vary widely, depending on grade and rarity. Circulated coins generally trade at face value, but uncirculated rolls and bags remain popular among bulk collectors. Certified examples graded MS66 often sell between $200 and $400, while MS67 coins may command $3,500 or more, depending on market demand and availability. Exceptional pieces graded MS68 or exhibiting dramatic mint errors can exceed $5,000 at auction. These values highlight a broader trend in modern coin collecting, where scarcity in condition or unusual striking anomalies drive significant premiums over face value. For collectors seeking to add this coin to their holdings, careful attention to detail is essential. Coins should ideally be acquired in certified holders from trusted grading services such as PCGS or NGC, which confirm authenticity and grade accuracy. When hunting raw examples, focus on sharp strikes, clean fields, and minimal contact marks. Proper storage in non-PVC flips or airtight capsules will preserve luster and prevent environmental damage. Beyond its tangible market value, the 2016 D. Harper's Ferry quarter also carries an intangible appeal that strengthens its place in modern collections. For many enthusiasts, it represents the blending of artistry, history, and accessibility, an affordable coin with the potential for rarity that can be found in everyday circulation. This balance of commonality and hidden treasure creates excitement within the hobby, as even casual collectors have the chance to discover a piece that tells a story far greater than its face value. The 2016 D. Harper's Ferry quarter is more than just a circulating coin. It is a commemorative piece of American history that ties modern numismatics to the nation's past. Its design captures the essence of Harper's Ferry's historic role, while its place in the America the Beautiful series ensures long-term recognition among collectors. Though common in circulated form, the coin's rare high-grade examples and error varieties offer strong value potential and significant appeal to serious numismatists. For both seasoned collectors and newcomers, this quarter represents a meaningful, historically charged, and potentially rewarding addition to a modern U.S. coin collection. And secondly, we're talking about the most expensive and valuable. The 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands quarter with the Denver D mint mark is a cornerstone of modern numismatics, representing a fascinating and often overlooked chapter in American coinage. As part of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters program, this issue holds immense appeal for collectors due to its specific mint mark, its representation of a non-state territory, and its position as the final release of the 2009 series. Its high demand today is driven not by overwhelming scarcity, but by its critical role in completing both the 6-coin 2009 set and the broader 56-coin territorial series. Collectors vigorously seek it in pristine, gem conditions, making high-grade examples particularly valuable and desirable for their ability to elevate a collection's overall quality and completeness. The historical context of this coin is deeply intertwined with a legislative effort to honor the distinct identities of the United States' far-flung territories. Authorized by the passage of the Consolidated Natural Resources Act of 2008, this program followed the highly popular 50-state quarters series. The 2009 D issue specifically commemorates the U.S. Virgin Islands, an organized, unincorporated territory of the United States purchased from Denmark in 1917. Struck at the Denver Mint, as denoted by the D mint mark, the coin was released alongside 5 other territorial issues in the District of Columbia quarter. It serves as a numismatic tribute to the island's rich cultural heritage and their unique status within the American political framework, minted during a period of renewed interest in these often underrepresented areas. The unique features of the U.S. Virgin Islands quarter are immediately apparent in its evocative reverse design. The obverse features the familiar profile of George Washington by John Flanagan, which is standard for all quarters in the series. The reverse, designed by Richard Masters and sculpted by Joseph Minna, is a vibrant and detailed scene. It depicts a native bird, the bananaquit, perched on the branch of a yellow cedar or ginger Thomas flower, the territory's official flower. In the background, a tire palm tree sways, and the shoreline of one of the islands is visible, with the motto "United in Pride and Hope" inscribed along the top. This intricate design is packed with local symbolism, and its value is greatly enhanced when found in high-grade conditions where every feather on the bird and every line on the leaves is sharply defined, a state known as full strikes. Regarding rarity and condition, the 2009 D Virgin Islands quarter is not rare in terms of its overall mintage of 172,400,000 coins. Its perceived rarity and subsequent value stem from its condition rarity. The vast majority of these coins entered circulation, becoming scratched, worn, and dulled. Consequently, finding examples in pristine, gem uncirculated condition, MS65 and above, or flawless proof condition from the San Francisco Mint is genuinely challenging. For the discerning collector, the pursuit is not for any example of the coin, but for one with exceptional eye appeal, full mint luster, and no contact marks. This focus on quality over quantity is what creates a competitive market for the finest specimens, effectively making them rare in the context of high-end numismatics. The market value for this coin is almost entirely dependent on its certified grade. A circulated example is worth only its face value of 25 cents. However, value escalates dramatically with condition. An uncirculated raw coin might trade for $1 or $2. but a specimen graded MS-66 by a service like PCGS or NGC can command between $400 and $800. The true premium is reserved for the highest echelons of preservation. Examples graded MS-67 have consistently realized prices between $3,000 and $6,000 at auction, with exceptional specimens in MS-68, which are exceedingly rare, potentially fetching several $100s. Proof versions, characterized by their mirror-like fields and frosted devices, hold value similarly, with PR70 DCM examples representing the pinnacle of quality and value. For collectors seeking to acquire a high-quality example, a methodical approach is essential. The single most important step is to insist on coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by reputable third-party services such as PCGS or NGC. This certification authenticates the coin, guarantees its grade, and protects its condition. When evaluating a coin, either raw or certified, key factors to examine are the sharpness of the details on the banana quit and the flower, the presence of the original cartwheel luster, and the absence of any distracting bag marks or hairlines on the surfaces. Acquiring such a coin is best done through established numismatic auction houses, reputable coin dealers with strong numismatic credentials, or trusted trading platforms within the collector community. The 2009 DUS Virgin Islands quarter embodies the transition of modern coinage from mere currency to a collected art form and historical record. Its significance lies in its beautiful and symbolic design, its role in completing a major U.S. mint series, and its representation of American territorial heritage. While not elusive in a general sense, its high-grade specimens represent a significant challenge to obtain, offering both seasoned and new collectors a tangible piece of early 21st century numismatics with strong eye appeal. Its stable and well-documented market value in top grades, coupled with its foundational importance in the territorial series, suggests a strong potential for steady, long-term appreciation, solidifying its status as a valuable and highly sought-after modern commemorative. And thirdly, we're going to explore the most valuable and rare the United States 2020 Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve Washington Quarter with the Denver D mint mark stands out as one of the most sought-after modern commemorative issues from the United States Mints America, the Beautiful Quarters program. Though at first glance it appears as just another entry in the long-running series, its scarcity and pristine condition, symbolic design, and strong collector demand have elevated it to a level of importance within contemporary numismatics. For many collectors, this coin represents not just the beauty of America's landscapes, but also the evolving role of commemorative coinage in preserving cultural and natural heritage. Its place in the market today reflects both its artistry and its rarity and high grades, making it a centerpiece for modern quarter enthusiasts. The coin was issued in 2020 as part of the America the Beautiful program, which ran from 2010 through 2021, honoring national parks and sites across the United States. The Tallgrass Prairie design was chosen to highlight the Kansas preserve that protects one of the last remaining tallgrass prairie ecosystems in North America. Minted in Denver, the 2020 D variety represented the circulation strike for use primarily in the western United States. Its issue also coincided with the COVID-19 pandemic, when reduced minting operations and distribution challenges created unusual patterns in coin circulation. This context has given the 2020 D Tallgrass Prairie Quarter additional significance, as its release year marked both an environmental commemoration and a period of historical disruption in U.S. coinage. In terms of design, the obverse maintains the classic portrait of George Washington, modeled after John Flanagan's original 1932 design, with the Denver D mint mark placed discreetly to the right of Washington's ponytail. The reverse is the true highlight, featuring a striking image of a regal fritillary butterfly gliding above big blue stem and Indian grasses. This design choice is not only artistic but symbolic, reflecting the fragile ecosystem and the species that depend on it. Struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, the quarter measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams, consistent with modern quarters. Collectors prize sharply struck examples that bring out the fine details of the butterfly's wings and the flowing movement of the prairie grasses, especially in mint state 67 or higher. Rarity is a crucial factor in the appeal of the 2020 Tallgrass Prairie Quarter. While tens of millions were struck for circulation, high-grade survivors are considerably more elusive. Most coins entered everyday commerce, where wear and damage quickly degraded their condition. Certified grading services such as PCGS and NGC have noted that Mint State 67 examples are scarce, while Mint State 68 specimens are ultra-rare. Additionally, error varieties, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, and missing clad layers, are highly prized, with certain dramatic errors trading at multiples of the coin's face value. This scarcity in top condition, paired with a strong design theme, has created a niche of dedicated collectors specifically targeting high-end tallgrass prairie quarters. Market values for this coin vary widely depending on grade. Circulated examples naturally hold only face value, but Mint State 65 coins often trade between $1,000 and $2,000. At Mint State 67, values can reach $4,500 to $8,000, while Mint State 68 specimens have commanded prices exceeding $800 at auction, reflecting their rarity. Error varieties can push values further, with dramatic examples selling for several $100s even in circulated grades. The coin's relatively recent issue has not prevented it from appreciating in value. In fact, its modern rarity and symbolic appeal have made it one of the more desirable late-series America, the beautiful quarters in the collector marketplace. For collectors seeking to add the 2020 Tallgrass Prairie Quarter to their holdings, certification is key. Coins graded and encapsulated by PCGS or NGC offer both authentication and protection, ensuring the buyer knows the exact quality of the specimen. When searching raw examples, attention should be paid to luster, strike sharpness, and the absence of distracting contact marks, especially on Washington's cheek and the delicate wings of the butterfly. Proper storage in airtight holders or slabs is strongly recommended to preserve surfaces and prevent tarnish. Acquiring these coins through reputable dealers, coin shows, or established online auctions provides the best chance of securing a genuine high-quality piece. The Tallgrass Prairie Quarter also appeals to collectors for its deeper symbolic message. Beyond its numismatic qualities, the coin captures the theme of environmental preservation, honoring one of the most endangered ecosystems in North America. Collectors who specialize in nature-themed designs, commemoratives with conservation messages, or state-specific issues often find this coin particularly meaningful. Its artwork, rarity, and historical context during the 2020 minting disruptions add layers of value that extend well beyond its modest face denomination. When evaluating a coin, either raw or certified, key factors to examine are the sharpness of the details on the banana quit and the flower, the presence of the original cartwheel luster, and the absence of any distracting bag marks or hairlines on the surfaces. The 2020 Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve Quarter occupies a unique position within modern U.S. coinage. It embodies artistry, history, and environmental symbolism, all while offering the thrill of rarity in high grades and error varieties. With strong market values that continue to climb, it remains an excellent choice for both experienced numismatists and newer collectors aiming to secure a significant modern issue. Its enduring appeal lies in the way it blends natural heritage with numismatic tradition, ensuring that the 2020 Tallgrass Prairie Quarter will remain a coveted piece in the collecting world for years to come. And fourthly, we're talking about the most expensive and valuable the United States 1974 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark is a coin that occupies a particularly intriguing and paradoxical space in the realm of modern numismatics. While the Washington Quarter series is ubiquitous, a specific high-grade example from the Philadelphia Mint in this year has garnered significant attention and commandeered astonishing prices, making it one of the most valuable and sought-after modern circulation strike quarters. Its appeal lies not in a tiny mintage figure, as is typical with classic rarities, but in an extraordinary confluence of factors, a specific and severe minting error combined with the preservation of a single coin in a pristine, unparalleled condition. This unique specimen represents the absolute pinnacle of quality for its issue, transforming a common coin into a legendary numismatic trophy pursued by top-tier collectors. The historical context of this coin is rooted in the mid-1970s, a period of economic uncertainty and inflation in the United States. The Washington Quarter series, featuring the enduring John Flanagan design first introduced in 1932, was by this time a workhorse of American commerce. Coins were minted in enormous quantities to facilitate everyday transactions, with the Philadelphia Mint producing hundreds of millions of quarters annually. The year 1974 itself holds no extraordinary historical commemoration for the series. Its significance is derived entirely from the numismatic anomaly that occurred during its production. This period was characterized by high volume, automated minting processes where quality control could occasionally lapse, leading to the creation of dramatic errors. The coin in question is a product of this environment, a rare mistake that was somehow spared from circulation and preserved for decades. What makes this specific 1974 quarter exceptionally valuable are its unique features, which are a result of a dramatic minting error. The coin is struck on a fully pre-1982 copper-nickel clad planchet, so its composition is standard. Its extraordinary character is defined by a major off-center error, estimated to be between 70% and 90%. This means the coin blank was misaligned in the collar during the strike, resulting in a dramatically misshapen piece where only a portion of the design is visible. The obverse, featuring Washington's profile, is severely clipped, while the reverse may show only a fragment of the eagle design. Despite this violent misstrike, the portion of the design that was struck is of phenomenal quality, exhibiting razor-sharp details, full mint luster, and no post-mint damage. This combination of a severe error and superb aesthetic quality is what sets it apart. The rarity of this coin is absolute. For the 1974 Philadelphia issue, the mintage was a colossal 801,456,000 coins, making it one of the highest mintages in the entire series. In such a vast sea of common coins, the survival of a single high-grade, dramatically misstruck specimen is what creates its immense rarity. Numismatic rarity is not solely about how many were made, but about how many survive in a specific condition or with a specific attribute. In this case, while many off-center errors exist for various dates, the 1974 quarter is renowned for this one particular exemplar that achieved a legendary grade. Its condition is paramount. It is not merely an error coin, but an error coin that has been certified in a top-tier grade, a distinction that is exceptionally rare for such pieces which are typically damaged or well-circulated. The market value for this unique 1974 off-center quarter is firmly in the realm of high five figures, with public auction results confirming its status. The premier example, graded MS-66 by a leading service, realized a staggering $87,750 in a 2022 auction. This price is not representative of any 1974 quarter, nor even of all 1974 off-center errors, but is specific to this single, finest known specimen. Its value is driven by its status as a condition census ultra-rarity, the best of its kind. Lesser-grade off-center errors from this date trade for far more modest sums, typically from a few hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on the severity of the error and their state of preservation. The market for such a coin is comprised of advanced error specialists and registry set collectors competing to own the absolute finest example of a particular issue. For collectors aspiring to acquire a significant error coin like this, several critical tips must be considered. Authentication and grading by either PCGS or NGC are non-negotiable. These services verify the error is genuine and assign a grade that validates its condition and market value. Potential buyers must carefully review the certification label to confirm the specific attributes of the error. Acquiring such a high-value piece should only be done through the most reputable channels, namely major numismatic auction houses with a proven track record or exceedingly reputable dealers who specialize in error coins. Due diligence is essential, as the high value invites counterfeits and altered coins. Proper storage is also critical. Such a valuable coin must be kept in its tamper-evident, sonically sealed holder to preserve its condition and authenticity verification. The ultra-rare 1974 no-mint mark Washington quarter, specifically the MS-66 off-center error, stands as a monumental numismatic paradox. It is a coin from one of the most common dates in American history that has achieved mythic status and value due to a perfect storm of a dramatic minting flaw and pristine, unparalleled preservation. It embodies the core principles of collecting, rarity, condition, and eye appeal. This coin is far more than a piece of currency. It is a unique artifact of the minting process, a trophy of exceptional quality, and a testament to the fact that even within mass production, extraordinary and valuable individual pieces can emerge. It holds immense appeal for specialists and represents a blue-chip investment-grade asset within the niche of modern-era collecting, with a value grounded in its confirmed, peerless status. And at the end, we're exploring the 1987 Washington quarter with the Denver D Mint mark, holds a unique position in modern numismatics as one of the more intriguing coins from the latter part of the 20th century. While it was not part of any commemorative series officially released by the United States Mint, certain rare varieties and exceptional specimens have elevated its standing among collectors. What makes this coin notable is not simply its role as a piece of circulating currency, but the fact that some examples are now viewed as ultra-rare collectibles due to minting anomalies, error strikes, and exceptional high-grade preservation. For collectors, this Denver minted quarter represents both a challenge to acquire in premium condition and a valuable reminder of the transitional period in American coinage during the late 1980s. The historical backdrop of the 1987 D Washington quarter adds further weight to its appeal. Minted at the Denver facility, this coin was struck at a time when the Washington quarter design had already been in circulation for over 50 years, having debuted in 1932. By the 1980s, discussions were quietly building regarding updates to U.S. coinage that would later result in the 1999 state quarters program. However, the 1987 issue still carried the traditional Washington design, symbolizing continuity in U.S. coinage before the dramatic shift that occurred at the close of the century. For collectors who appreciate the historical trajectory of American quarters, the 1987 D represents a snapshot of coinage that bridged the gap between the older style and the modern era of commemoratives. The design of the 1987 D Washington quarter remains faithful to the classic motifs that defined the series. On the obverse, John Flanagan's iconic portrait of George Washington appears, with the inscription Liberty above and the date 1987 below. The reverse showcases the familiar heraldic eagle with spread wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, a design steeped in American symbolism. The coin was struck from copper-nickel clad, weighing 5.67 grams and measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter, standard specifications for quarters of the period. While these features may appear ordinary, collectors often seek out coins with exceptional strike sharpness, clean surfaces, and full details in the eagle's feathers, all of which can be elusive in circulated examples. Rarity is where the 1987 D becomes particularly interesting. With a mintage exceeding 655 million, it is not rare in general circulation. However, its scarcity emerges in high-grade certified conditions, particularly at mint state 67 or higher. Even more coveted are error varieties, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on planchets intended for other denominations. These error types elevate otherwise common coins into ultra-rare collectibles. Because the Denver Mint had a reputation for mass production during the 1980s, perfect examples without marks or flaws are disproportionately scarce, fueling demand among advanced collectors. Market values for the 1987 D Washington quarter vary dramatically depending on condition and variety. A circulated example typically carries only face value, while a gem uncirculated coin certified at MS66 might bring $50 to $100. At MS67, values climb sharply, sometimes surpassing $1,000 at major auctions due to the rarity of such pristine coins. Error varieties, depending on type and severity, can command several hundred to several $1,000s, especially for dramatic misstrikes or rare die varieties. Collectors tracking recent sales have noted steady upward trends for high-grade certified coins, as supply remains thin and demand continues to grow. For collectors looking to pursue this coin, certain strategies prove useful. Certification by major grading services such as PCGS or NGC is essential, as it guarantees authenticity and preserves value. Examining coins for strike quality, luster, and minimal contact marks is critical when selecting uncirculated examples. Proper storage and protective holders or archival safe coin flips helps maintain condition and prevent environmental damage. Acquiring examples through reputable auction houses, established dealers, or trusted numismatic communities ensures better chances of obtaining genuine high-grade or rare error specimens. Collectors should also familiarize themselves with known varieties and documented error types to avoid overlooked opportunities. Beyond its financial potential, the 1987 D. Washington Quarter embodies a fascinating mix of tradition and rarity. It represents the continuation of a long-standing design, while also offering modern collectors the chance to uncover ultra-rare anomalies hidden in a widely produced issue. Its high market values and upper mint state grades underscore how condition and rarity can transform an ordinary circulating coin into an extraordinary collectible. For numismatists, this dual nature heightens the thrill of the hunt, making the coin both historically significant and rewarding to pursue. In the broader context of U.S. coinage, the 1987 D reflects the late 20th century minting practices and the transition toward more diverse and commemorative programs. While not officially a commemorative coin, its collectible status among enthusiasts demonstrates how rarity, condition, and market dynamics can elevate an otherwise common date into a sought-after prize. It also reinforces the importance of careful inspection, as coins from massive mintages often hide exceptional examples that stand apart from the rest. The lasting appeal of the 1987 D. Washington Quarter also lies in its role as an educational piece for collectors. It demonstrates how even a coin from a year with massive production can contain hidden gems that achieve remarkable value when rarity factors such as condition or errors come into play. For those building a comprehensive Washington Quarter set, the 1987 D becomes not just another date to check off the list, but a reminder of the importance of attention to detail, grading knowledge, and market awareness in numismatics. Its story underscores that the true worth of a coin is not always in its mintage numbers, but in the unique qualities that set a small fraction of examples apart from the rest. The 1987 D. Washington Quarter stands as a fascinating specimen within American numismatics. Its historical continuity, striking design, and potential for rare varieties make it highly appealing to collectors. Market values have shown resilience and steady growth, particularly for gem, uncirculated, and error examples. For new and experienced collectors alike, this coin offers lessons in patience, precision, and appreciation for both artistry and rarity in coinage. Though millions were minted, only a select few qualify as true treasures, ensuring that the 1987 D remains a compelling pursuit for serious numismatists.